So following along the benefits beyond timesheet management, as I mentioned, we have a Primavera integration. We have equipment scheduling and costing features in DTC. We're able to track certifications. We've integrated with most ERP systems. Actual hours worked by area, by work breakdown structure, by classification or trade are used for producing safety statistics, and also daily attendance and emergency evacuation reporting is available within the DTC software. So why integrate? Why should 60% of the folks that are attending today think about electronic integration versus rekeying this data? Obviously, the ability to make decisions based upon complete and timely information, ability to make quick decisions knowing that the data is accurate, increased operational efficiency. Obviously, if we're not having to handle the data again or manually rekey it, we're going to recognize some operational efficiencies and in turn reduce administrative costs. And I think one of the key features, again, that doesn't necessarily have a financial quantitative measure associated with it, but just increased collaboration between departments. And I've personally been involved in many work-in-progress type meetings, and the progress folks and the operation folks and the finance folks are all speaking different language because they all have their own systems which are measuring the jobs from different perspectives, and it's very difficult to find common ground and agree upon where the job is at, where DTC is able to pull that work breakdown structure in from the scheduling system, push those hours back out to the ERP system, and make sure that we're all in sync and talking the same language. So this next screenshot is just a high-level view of how DTC can integrate again with, that's a Primavera schedule on the left and ERP system on the right, and just the comments at the bottom about, again, pulling the work breakdown structure information into DTC. We're able to match that to the GL chart fields within a financial system so that the data only needs to be manually entered into one system and then can be integrated with multiple systems simultaneously. Ease of integration, just I guess a little more detailed picture of how we integrate with Primavera. You can see the work breakdown structure in Primavera, and then how we've been able to replicate that in DTC, and how we would turn around and send hours by classification back to the schedule for its update. We are an Oracle partner. We have access to all of the technical specifications required to electronically integrate our system with any Oracle products, including Primavera, and this is how we would close the loop on the work breakdown structure, or the work breakdown and the hours entered against that. Just a little more detailed look, and I wanted to, I guess, draw attention to the fact that it doesn't have to be a one-to-one match. You're going to have a slightly different structure in DTC than you are in Primavera, because in Primavera you're looking at the overall schedule and productivity. Within DTC you're looking at individuals' hours worked and hours qualified for LOA or for travel. So a different level of detail within DTC, but we're able to roll that up and map that to Primavera to make sure that you have meaningful data in your schedule at the end of the day. Just a quick look at how DTC would integrate with swipe systems. So we're able to pull the swipe in, swipe out type data from pretty much any swipe system, combine that with timesheet data, and produce an exception report that validates hours on the timesheet match the swipe in and the swipe out, or vice versa, that the swipes match the hours on the timesheet. The next slide is just a little more detailed look at the exception report. So you can see here the swipe in, and you can see the swipe out, and you can see the total hours worked that were entered onto the timesheet, And this is an exception report, so it's only showing us individuals who have a variance between swipe in, swipe out, and actual hours on the timesheet of more than 20 minutes. And that's a quick way to validate, again, against the swipes within a swipe system. We found that this obviously helps to improve the accuracy of the information, but also helps to improve the confidence the owner has in the contractor's ability to collect and report accurate hours worked on the job site. Just a quick overview of the technical partners that we have. We're a Microsoft partner. We've been able to integrate with pretty much all the different applications and tools that Microsoft has, whether it's MS Project, Microsoft Dynamics, or even Microsoft Reporting Services. We're a strategic alliance partner with ADP. We're a gold partner with Oracle, Primavera, and we're also a technology partner with BlackBerry. We've integrated with most of the ERP systems. It's probably easier to say that we've never been unable to integrate with a financial system that one of our customers uses than it is to list off the ones that we do work with. But we worked quite extensively with JD Edwards, Oracle, SAP, Timberline, Dynamics, and ACPAC. I wanted to, I guess, just touch on the strategic alliance partnership that we have with ADP, and mention that ADP doesn't typically partner with technology companies, but they noticed that the industrial construction industry has some unique challenges, and that DTC's unique offering addresses those challenges specifically. And when you combine DTC with ADP's ability to process payroll, you have a very unique and industry-specific solution for contractors in the industrial construction market. With ADP's payroll depth and DTC's industry knowledge, we were able to provide the most comprehensive industry-focused solution on this particular market. And just to, prior to concluding, I wanted to talk about next steps. So if you're interested in drilling down in any of the information that we presented today in the webinar, we're happy to provide a one-on-one product demonstration. They will typically run from 45 to 90 minutes, where we'll ask you some questions about the specific challenges you're dealing with, and then show you how DTC would address those particular issues. We're also happy to provide a free efficiency assessment to determine the potential return on investment for any company considering implementing DTC or any other electronic-based timesheet solution. We'll send you a sort of a questionnaire that might take you about an hour to fill out, and then we would conduct an hour-long phone interview with you to go through the questions and help evaluate whether or not it would make sense for you to implement a timesheet management software solution. So with that, I'll just open it up to see if anyone has any questions regarding today's presentation. And it looks like the first question is, says, you mentioned PTO reporting. Any thoughts on comparing available PTO balances? And yeah, I glossed over the paid time off reporting fairly quickly, but we added the feature in DTC to help contractors track that balance, compare it to what's been consumed and what's outstanding, so that you again no longer need to manually manage that within typically within an Excel system. So yeah, excellent question, and yes, we've added that ability within DTC. Second question is, who does the DTC training for companies doing work on site? And our philosophy is always to work with our customers and hopefully have a super user within that company who is extremely knowledgeable about DTC and how it works, and is able to train and mentor people within that organization. That said, we do have a training facility within our office, and we are happy to also provide on-site training for customers who maybe have a project that's ramping up quickly and don't have time to take people off the job and send them into the office for training. So we're happy to provide that training. we're also happy to provide training to kind of support train the trainer type approach within your organization. And the third question is, can DTC track against Primavera activity codes instead of just the work breakdown structure? And again, I glossed over the Primavera integration fairly quickly at a high level, but absolutely we would pull the work breakdown structure from Primavera, and that I guess my mind includes the cost codes or the activity codes, and those activity codes or cost codes would be available in DTC, and that's where individuals would or crews would charge their time, would be against those activities or cost codes, and they would roll up into the work breakdown structure. So yeah, excellent question. Thank you for that, and helps me clarify a point that I maybe glossed over earlier. And that looks like all the questions that we have today, so I want to thank everybody for attending. We appreciate your feedback. There'll be a short survey at the end of the webinar. We would ask you to please fill out to help us improve and ensure that we're bringing relevant and interesting information to you, our customers, and our industry. So thanks so much for your time and attention today, and hopefully we will talk to you soon.